guys, welcome to the Lowdown Show. And this video, I have a guest, a new guest actually, and I've been wanting to get this guy on for a while. And I've been on his channel, checking him out for a long time. And his channel is JVS, and this is CSL0320 JVS. Keep it locked. We're not gonna stop. I hope I got that right. I wanted to say that. Hey, welcome to the show. Welcome to my show channel.
No, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it, man. You've been legit, like following and commenting for years now, so I really appreciate all the love.
Yeah. Well, real quick, I since you're first time on here, I just want to let everybody know how I got a hold of you, kind of. So obviously, starting the YouTube stuff, and it started with the Force Awakens, and then I'm following other YouTubers and checking them out how to do it, and then it was kind of crazy. So I guess Suicide Squad came out, right? And I usually don't go into movies, so I wait till like the DVD comes out to watch it, and then I heard, okay, they're doing like a Suicide Squad extended version, just like DVS. I'm like, all right, what am I gonna do? Let me get online and see it. Like anybody review this stuff? I'm like, I don't know if I'm find someone reviewing a Suicide Squad extended cut. Should I get that or the normal one? And lo and behold, you popped up. I'm like, oh,
Wow.
I was like, oh, cool. Let me hear him out, man. So it really helped me out, and it's cool because he started to, I don't know, let's say, determined. I was like, man, this guy's pretty legit, and I don't cuss. I'm like, hey, this guy's not cussing and stuff, So the main thing was I just wanted to do a little YouTube for myself. I like movies, but I just don't like cussing and stuff. And I thought I'd be the only friendly version, free friendly version, Christian, I guess. It's cool, but you beat me. I'm like, wait a minute. So I started digging into all your videos, man, and I'm like, hey, this dude's doing what I wanted to do, and he's been doing it. And then I really got hooked on because I love the prequels, the Star Wars prequels. So I'm like, let's see what else you got. And yeah, like the prequels, every single movie, and I loved it. I enjoyed it. You guys are talking and laughing, and I'm like, okay, I'm with this dude. And the rest is history, I guess. I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I do want, please tell my viewers and stuff. How did you get started? Really, I did look on your page. So what was it? 2006.
Yeah.
How did JVS stand for Jesus versus Sin, right?
That's correct.
Amen.
That is correct.
Go ahead.
Yeah. No. So it's funny. Like even those videos that we did for Star Wars prequels. My friend Kenny, he actually is actually a pastor. He's an evangelist and he's an awesome man of God. Nice. But he's also a nerd. He loves anime, he loves movies, and he loves, discussion, and he's also writing a book. But he just happened to be in town. I was like, yo, you want to go to the Star Wars movie with me? Prepare for Force Awakens. He's like, yeah, let's do it. So, that's kind of how that happened. But in terms of, me getting into YouTube, I think, honestly, it's weird. So when I started my YouTube channel, the first early videos were just me goofing around. Like I was like making random stuff. I was trying to like make creative videos. I really wanted to kind of like make like movie trailer kind of like mashups. Like, and during that time, let's see, was it like 2008? Man, during that time I was like working multiple jobs. I actually had a job at Blockbuster. Nice. This is exclusive. Nobody knows this, but I'm giving it to you. So you can give the tea if you want to. But a long time ago, I used to be a manager at Blockbuster. I used to work there while also trying to go through college, working towards my degree. And one of the things that I guess made me a good manager / customer representative is that I could pick a movie. And if somebody came up to me and like, what is this movie? What is it about? I would be able to kind of describe it to them and kind of viscerally get them involved in it. They're like, whoa, I don't know. Or whoa, this seems really interesting. And, I love doing it. I love I had a passion for movies. I was a movie buff. I probably watched everything in the Blockbuster before it came out. Any new movies came out, I would always watch them. I just never reviewed them. And eventually, I looked at a show called Smallville.
Yes.
And I used to love Smallville with all my heart. And there was a YouTuber, and I always give him credit, CK61938, Walilu. He was one of the ones. He was an African American guy. He lived in London, and he would review like all the different, episodes of Smallville. And I was like, yo, like, this is so cool. I would tune in. I was like engaged. I knew he had the same exact love and vigor that I had. One of my close friends, who's also a member of Team JVS, Keaton, he also really loved Smallville. And so it was kind of this trifecta. And then eventually, I think it was around like the 200th episode or something like that. And I was like, some people were kind of ridiculing him and his perspective. And I was like, man, I want to make a video and tell this dude whatever he's doing. He's doing a great job, And I made a video, and, after that, I was like, you know what? I don't really like being behind the camera that much, but you know what? Maybe I should make more. Like, seems like people loved my opinion. And so after that, I continued to review each episode of Smallville. Okay. And I also was a fan of, superhero movies and different genres of film. And so I was like, shoot, let's talk about the Amazing Spider-Man. Yeah. Shoot, let's talk about Man of Steel. Yeah. And I think it was when I did the Man of Steel review, I think that's when everything changed for me. At the time when Man of Steel came out, I came out of the movie theater and I was like, this is one of the most amazing, collisions of the superhero genre that I think is being missed. Because at the time, every single critic was kind of just bashing it because it wasn't the pseudo quote unquote Christopher Reeve version of Superman that they knew. But then I also was one of those ones that looked at the Brandon Routh film, Superman Returns. And I liked that, but it was kind of like, it was more like a sequel to the Reeves films. And they never had him really fight anybody. It was never getting to see that comic book version of Superman. And that was Man of Steel in spades. And I loved it. And I went on this, I went online and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to just let it all pour out. And I went through a full 2-part review, just non-spoiler, then a 2-part review for spoiler. And then I felt like there were certain things that connected with me, who I am as a man of God, as a believer. And I was like, there's a lot of symbolism in this. Yeah. And I really broke that down in a whole separate series into 2 parts as well for Man of Steel. After that, everything completely changed because from that point on, I was like, you know what? I'm not a major critic. I don't know if I'll ever be one. But I feel like there's value here because I feel like there are other people that, they were kind of just like gloss over this movie because they're looking at all these different like tomatoes that are rotten that are not versus, a human perspective or a subjective one at least. And I just really was like, you know what? I think that even though I don't know if my voice counts, I think it might matter, in this, and maybe it encourage somebody else to think a different way about this specific movie. And I know enough about giving people this immersive experience about what a movie is or what a show is to do it. And so from that point on, I just continued to grind. I continued to watch film. I continued to review stuff. I reviewed everything. Yeah. What I mean by everything, I reviewed like at the time, I reviewed music, I reviewed games, I did unboxings. Yeah. I did tech reviews back in the day, because I'm an IT person. And then I was kind of like, well, I gotta kind of narrow this down. But then I didn't. I actually made, a lot of people don't know I have 2 other channels I don't talk about. But one was the Jesus versus Sin channel that was specifically a faith-based channel that I was like, I really wanted to, what the Lord was doing through me and what he was kind of getting me through. I was like, I felt the same exact way that I felt with the film and entertainment stuff. I was like, if the Lord is getting me through this, then, it's not just for me to hold in. The whole point is to share. That's how we connect. Yeah. And that was, to me, what YouTube was. I felt like it was an opportunity to be able to share all these things I've been kind of holding in or harboring or keeping in. And for good or bad, I was like, let's see where this kind of goes. And from that point, the multiple different channels and eventually, it's weird because at the time when I started, I was single. I was there for the marriage. I didn't have, it was just me and my brother Joe, and we were kind of like making videos back and forth, and then Joe kind of, he had to kind of do his own thing. So it was just me. And long story short, I eventually went and started trying to see if I could go to like film festivals and Comic Cons and stuff like that. I started really taking it seriously, whether or not, you know, this is something that I could really make a run for. Like, could I actually be considered a critic or a reporter or a content creator? I don't like labels, but at the same time, like, I knew what I was doing was important, you know what I'm saying? Like, based on the amount of people that were watching. And so at the point that we ended up getting into San Diego Comic-Con, I was like, oh shoot, all right, let's just go for it, guys. Let's see what the Lord has for this. And from that point, it's now evolved to now, like, you know, Team JVS is actually a press outlet, and also underneath a subsidiary called JVS Media and Productions. JVS Media and Production also has underneath it, like, not just the press outlet, but we also are creating like short films, Christian-based films, and little mini series as well. And a lot of people don't know about the mini series, but those are coming soon. But now I've been considered, I guess, to be official press now. I'm a part of the Critics' Choice, as well as my local Critics Association. So now it's a situation now where before, you know, I would look at stuff, review it, or I would react to stuff and do it. I can't even do reactions really anymore because of the way the YouTube is, but also because these studios are giving me stuff early. And so when you get stuff early, I can't sit there and be talking about it. Like, I have to hold it in, review it, talk about it. And there's also a level of tact there because I don't own any of the things that the studio is giving me from a distribution standpoint, which sucks because a lot of, you know, subscribers are like, man, you got to react to this, man, you got to react. I'm like, I can't even talk about it, let alone react to it. But it has blessed me with a lot of opportunities to interview amazing people, to, you know, review a lot of amazing things before they even come out. There's a show coming to AMC Plus. It's probably the best show this year, and I don't know if anybody's even gonna watch. It's called Gangs of London. It is amazing. I was able to actually check that out early, and I highly recommend you guys check that out. But just a prime example that, you know, just showing what God has done, man. Now I have a full 2-year-old. I am happily married. And, you know, now this is technically even now on my resume, which I never thought would be a thing. So,
yeah, that is a very inspiring story, And I'm glad I guess I was there a little bit, right, for your journey. So you was like, I was able to talk to you, and now you're so busy. I don't even know what's going on.
Man.
Great, man.
It's every day. It's definitely a grind though, because I talk to my wife all the time, because when we first got married, you know, I had to change the way that I even did reviews, because, you know, before I was just like, I'm gonna stay up till 2, 3 o'clock, get up at 7 o'clock, work in the morning, and then keep it doing it. Like, no, you can't do that. Like, you have to spend time with your wife. No, you have to. No, but at the same time, she has to look at it like this isn't just a passion thing. Like, this is something that, you know, God's put me here to do, aside from just my basic job. And, you know, praise God, like, she's an amazing woman of God. She's understanding. I think she could probably make her own YouTube video just being the wife of a YouTuber. Like, all honesty, like, it's a different when you're married. And it's different when you have kids, when you're trying to push out content, because you have to be intentional about all the time you spend with them, as much as all the time you're pushing towards whatever you're trying to give to your audience. And a lot of people don't see the behind the scenes of what it really takes to do this. Right now, I'm literally in my living room talking to you right now. So I normally don't do that.
No, that's how I found you. And it's cool. I mean, like I said, you inspire me in that way, and also in the, you know, I'm just a small YouTuber. You know, I like to get some stuff out, nerd out to people. You know, I have a family too, whatever. You know, I watch movies with them. They're not that nerdy as me, so I'm like, I need to talk to someone. Might as well just do some videos, give it a shot. And I did go to college for film and writing for like 3 years, but I didn't really finish it. And I pursued other stuff and got a trade job. You know, became born again Christian, all that stuff. But now, so I feel it's kind of like my outlet of, hey, maybe I'll never make it big. You know, that was my past dream. But hey, it's close enough. I can talk movies. I was
Mhm.
involved in doing a movie. I actually had a script I was going to be involved. It's called, it came out a few years ago, called Voiceless. My friend's a
Oh wow.
director. Yeah, yeah, Christian movie. And he wanted me to be in the film. He gave me a script, everything. And I flew down.
Wow.
But, you know, hey, it didn't work out. The movie still got made, and I reviewed it. So, you know,
Oh, okay.
so now YouTube is just my outlet, I guess. But, you know, and
Yeah.
and like I said, it's funny you sit on your couch. That's how I met you, on your couch. And this dude pumping out on the couch at work, I guess. I don't know, in the car. And I'm like, hey, why can't I do that? I don't need a production, right? Give me my phone. Let me do what he did. You know, who cares? And that helped me out. Like, I don't need it. Like, you see my first few videos, I try to get technical and the background, which he did. But then I'm like, well, I'm not getting paid, so I just want to nerd
Yeah.
out. Then finally,
Yeah.
brothers just gorp me like, hey, talk about what you want to talk about. And then they'll just come.
Yeah.
You know, it's not about your numbers. You know, they know if you're real or you just want to do it. You know, I got in
Yeah.
that stump too. Like, oh, I need to review every single movie that comes out. And it's like, I don't really like that movie that much. But it's like now it's like, you can review what you want. You like Star Trek? Do that. You like this? Do that.
Yeah.
And like I said, this year I've just been trying to go out, reach to some YouTubers, just trying to stretch my boundaries. You know, I'm kind of like Lando in the Rise of Skywalker. You know, put out a signal to everyone, everybody. You know, might as well Star Wars is over. Let me talk to some YouTubers and have fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, and but by the way, we are going to talk about Raised by Wolves, man. No, this is crazy. This is overall crazy. I had a friend a few weeks ago, John Justice. He wrote a book, and I go on his podcast, and he mentioned Raised by Wolves. Check it out. So I did a reaction on that, and at the beginning it was like, okay, Star Trekky. Okay, I think I can get to it. I really wasn't a really Scott fan. I mean, I probably saw Aliens, but you know, it's so long ago, and obviously I'm not.
Yeah.
But actually, I'm starting watching Prometheus now. Just check out those
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
But yeah, I loved it. I mean, we got our reviews up, but yeah, let's talk about this, man. So, yeah, Raised
Yeah.
by
Sure.
Wolves, man. I mean, there's a lot of biblical stuff in it, and a lot of crazy stuff too. I don't know. You probably know more because you probably know more about Ridley Scott, but yeah, I, I I loved it. I don't know why. I was blown away. I don't usually watch that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think that for sure that Raised by Wolves is and was a sleeper hit like
Yeah,
what The Boys was for Amazon. To be quite honest with you, because Raised by Wolves is technically a HBO Max exclusive.
okay.
And The Boys, when it came out, I was like, I read The Boys a long time ago. I was like, yo,
Oh, really?
if this could be what I thought it could be, I was like, this is gonna be huge.
Yeah,
And sure enough, it took off. And
yeah.
ironically, when The Boys came out, I was like asking the studio, can you guys give me early stuff for this? I really want to work after and review it.
Oh, yeah.
And they eventually gave it to me, but it was kind of like I was pushing for it. And this one, it wasn't even on my radar. Like I was kind of like, I requested it from, I forget, somebody was like, yo, you got to check out this trailer. And I kind of briefly watched the trailer and I was like, this seems really weird.
Yeah.
But I saw the name Ridley Scott and I was like, give it to me.
Did you do? Yeah.
Give it to me now. and I watched the first episode and I was like, this is insanity. Because based on just the premise alone, it's just out there. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole purpose of these androids is the preservation of human life. And literally they are working as the new Adam and Eve, essentially.
It is.
And the crazy thing is that both of them profess to be atheists, but everything about them is supernatural. Everything from, the way that they communicate and have emotions toward each other, the way that the mother can actually, reproduce technically and also be a incubator as well, to them having their own past, they have their own sets of baggage, specifically mother. And then you have the kids that are connected to this religion. I don't know if I necessarily call. I don't know. I'm not gonna say this is a Christ related thing. This is
Yeah.
more so religious heresy on certain levels,
Yeah.
because of what they believe in. It's just weird because it's very tied to the things that are going on this earth or world that they're taking place on. And I mean, from the very end of the first episode, I was kind of like, anything can happen at this point, because I never would have thought that she would go up to the ship, you know, let alone kill everybody and just take the kids for herself. I was like, this show is just way too much. It's way too much.
Yeah, way too much. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, yeah, I was hooked the very first episode myself, and so I'm like, okay, androids, okay, you know, they got some emotions, or they're learning emotions. You know, they got kids now, you know, a real kid. Yeah. So the premise is like, man, what's going on? And then you got these Mithrites or whatever, and I guess there were really some, you know, back in the day, I think, in the Roman times. I'm not sure that was. I think so. That actually was religion.
Yeah.
I didn't really look it up, but yeah, but obviously, yeah. And then also based on, I guess, you know, Rome and Remus and Romulus, you know, a little bit of that history as well. That's why I call it the wolves. And yeah, man, father and mother. Yeah, it was totally caught me off guard, but I just kept watching it. The first few were like, okay, what's going on? I get it. Then Campion, the kid Campion, was okay. I mean, I felt bad for him. All his you know, siblings died, and then he started to be a whiner for a little bit.
Yeah.
So, and then they're talking about prophecy all the time. And then Paul, he got a messed up situation too. He didn't know at the beginning that, you know, the atheist got assassinated his real parents, and you know, and that was kind of crazy. And then you got Marky. I don't know, man. Some went. He drank some weird Kool-Aid. He said, you know, yeah, you can't come back now. So, yeah. But I kept coming back. I'm like, all right, let's see how this goes. And it's definitely not for kids.
Oh no.
No, definitely not. I mean, even though my kids watched a little bit, but I already watched it before. I watched everything before I give it to my kids, and I'll fast forward the parts, whatever. Like, you want to check it out a little bit, but you don't want it.
Yeah.
You leave the room. It's cool. And they're okay with it because they know about Star Trek and stuff, and so they're just like, okay, Daddy, he's like weird, you know, and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how are you feeling? It's over now. So, I mean, we got your thoughts, but you know, on your channel, but are you looking forward to the next season, or you got some theories, or?
Oh, it's the thing about this show, that from the very first 3 episodes, I would say, is that it posed so many questions. And it's not like, you know, nonsensical questions. Like, all these questions are merited questions. Like, you're like, okay, wait, the little girl, I thought she died. Yeah. Where did she go? You know, wait, hold on. When father went down to the pit the first time, you see like the little scales from the snakes. Are they really gone? You know, the prophecy. You got Campion, who's technically, you know, by himself. You got Paul, who's technically by himself, an orphan. And then you also have Marcus. And yet all their lives are intertwined. But the biggest, funniest, weird thing is that Saul, quote unquote, kept Marcus from killing Mother. Now, I worry, I really do worry that what these people are hearing is possibly the creatures that are a part of this planet. Only reason why I say that is because the boulder that they kept on sticking their hand in that would either burn them or not. Yes. I was like, that is tied to the planet. And that's not, you know, it's not like, you know, that came from off planet. Like, this is tied to this planet. Yeah. And this is also connected to whatever you guys believe. And so I was like, maybe you guys might be manipulated by these snakes or whatever these creatures are. Yeah. Because technically they're being influenced, all of them, like even Mother. Like Mother thought, you know, she had a baby that, you know, the reason why, you know, her creator put her there was to preserve that life. And all we find out is this is a huge snake that now, even crazier is that the moment, there was an episode before when she was tied to the heretic rapist.
Yeah.
And he got absorbed all of her blood and became like a super soldier.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, then I was like, okay, yeah, I don't know what's about to happen. But now I know whatever she had in her from that point, that snake has. And he has the ability to be able to fly and do whatever she can do.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, look, y'all need to get off that planet. Y'all need to get off that planet immediately. So you you have to have a second season. It's not even an option at this point.
Yeah. And the thing that really impressed me is it tied almost everything together, because it was good. I was like, why are you mentioning this? And then they would pay it off. Why did this guy do this? And they would pay it off. Not everything, obviously, but I really like that. I really like the writing of it a lot. That's what kept drawing me back, like, because you watch shows or movies and you're like, what's the scene for? And they never pay it off. But this seemed like they put a lot of work into it. So that's what I liked a lot too. And all the theory stuff that people say and all that, it just goes out the window. I don't think I predicted anything. I was like, I'm for the ride. Like, I didn't know it was gonna go this way. Almost every episode, I'm like, all right, this might happen. And I'm like, wait, I didn't think of that. So I mean, like when Mark, when that dude stuff in Marky's mouth, and they're like, oh, he's gonna be a super soldier, in the next episode, the last episode. But no, he didn't do anything. He pretty much walked around, tripped out for a while.
Dude, he's tripping with her eyeballs in his system.
Yeah,
the crazy thing is that he should have died from that. He really should have died. So I don't know.
Like why? Don't know. Yeah, episode 8, I was like, okay, he's dead. The white stuff coming out of his mouth. He's not moving. But he can't be dead because there's one more episode left. So I'm like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So stuff like that, and then all the father twitching and stuff. So I'm like, is that him trying to break out? Or is that part of the factory setting that someone forgot to unlock? And obviously Hunter figured it out. So I didn't see that coming either. That was cool. That was a smart one. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I think it was two different moments that really threw me off. Was when Mother connected to the machine, and she got memory logged back in with her creator.
Oh, the shit.
And they basically had a simulated, like, sexual encounter, and then what came from it was her having this child in her, which ended up becoming a snake. That I didn't see that coming. And then the other situation was when she needed plasma, but then she was like, maybe I need blood. And then I was like, yo, is she becoming a vampire? Like, what is going on? Like, she almost killed Tempest. And that was when I was like, yo, anything can happen in this show. Because, again, the biggest mystery for me has always been is what is up with the little girl? Yeah. What is up with, because like, when Campion was by himself in the whatchamacallit, this same exact person tried to get him to kill himself.
Yeah.
As well as father had an encounter the same exact way. And it was like literally crawling on the walls. And I have no idea. I have no understanding of what that even means.
Yeah. I thought we would get the payoff of what the planet doing, but I guess not, because there is still a lot of questions that need to be answered. But the mother thing, going into Shim and being pregnant, at first I thought maybe the real Captain did put a setting in there and it finally unlocked it, but I don't know how that would happen. Or if she was in there and the little girl, she saw that doll, and whoever drew mother into it, were they messing with her while she was in there? Like someone on the outside? Maybe that too? Like, how'd that get in there? Physically, or was it spiritually?
Well, see, that's the thing, you don't really know. And one thing that they found out, I think it was like second to the last episode, is that, the bones, I forget who, his father found a skeleton head. And he looked at it, he was like, it looks human, but it doesn't. And she was like, it looks like it's regressed. And it's like, that means that the longer y'all stay on that planet, y'all might start regressing as well.
Wow.
Because again, one of the things we said, like when they first got there, I do have a theory.
Yeah,
I'll leave it here on your channel because I never said it to anybody else. So it's a little, I don't know if it comes true, it comes true.
Yeah, that's
but one thing that they said was, these were humans that regressed, possibly. When they first got there, there was no signs of any life whatsoever, right?
Yeah.
The only thing that was organic was the kids. That was it.
Yeah.
Right? And so I was like, what if these creatures that are crawling around and stuff like that, what if these are the kids?
Yes.
Like their actual bodies just re-simulated.
Oh, yeah.
Because they were buried in the ground. They're buried in the soil, and we have no idea what's going on with that planet. Like if you even when Mother went crazy and she started digging up stuff, there was countless bones all throughout, right?
Yeah,
and
true.
I was like, this is the first organic material, to even connect to that planet. So I was kind of like, to me, that made the most sense because there's no other life other than what died. It was them. And so my theory was that those things that were crawling around were, the kids. It was just weird though because one of them ended up being pregnant. So, and I have no idea. But that was what my initial theory was for a while.
Yeah.
Whether it comes true, who knows?
Yeah. Also with the you talk about that cloak guy, like in that episode 7, he was moving off back, grabbing the cards and stuff, and then I guess he replaced him again. We don't know why, but then the one that attacked Mother, that might be another guy because he's walking slow. So like I don't know, they're 2 cloak people maybe because the other guy had like a stick or something. He did not Mother.
Dude, I'll put it this way. By the episode 9, I was kind of like, yo, at this point, this might be the world of Alien, and we just don't even know it. Like, so serious. Like, I was like, this is the most sci-fi I've seen Ridley Scott be in a long time. Like, he really did immerse himself into this show. Like, you can feel every episode is baked with what he normally goes for. And I that's one of the things I appreciate about the show. It's like, I was always kind of like, Ridley Scott, he's a visionary when it comes to science fiction. And he's a specific kind of science fiction storyteller. And I'm glad that he has something that he can kind of just let loose. Because I feel like a lot of studios, they just want to recycle what works. Instead of letting people, explore what the possibility is of this new thing. Because I felt like that's what Prometheus was.
Oh, really? Okay.
And
I'm watching it now. Okay.
And it's kind of like with Prometheus, I was like, after that movie, they tried to connect it to be something else when it was already on its own. It was legit, And so, I think that this was a really great opportunity for Ridley Scott to kind of just really do his thing. And I think he did an amazing job with, creating this series.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, obviously it came at the right time. And I'm surprised it's still under the radar. I'm trying to get it out too. But, HBO Max, like I said, they do have some good content now. A little more pricier, but I don't know why, it hasn't really lifted off. It kind of has, but I mean, I don't know, maybe they'll, catch some steam, because we got Disney Plus. I'm looking forward to the Mandalorian. Not to change the subject, but the Mandalorian, I'm looking forward to that. That's coming next,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The funny thing about the Mandalorian, I haven't finished it yet. So I've only gotten like 3 episodes in. So I'm gonna check out I have to finish it so I can be ready for the second season.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's really good. But we'll see what happens with Raised by Wolves. I don't know. Do they tell you when the next season comes, or do I have to wait a full year, or how does that work? It's kind of weird. Are they
so right now, I don't think they're in production right now. I think that pretty much everything is on hold right now, to be quite
Yeah,
honest.
yeah.
I did see a post today talking about the second season. Let me look it up real quick.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
just has.
yeah, I'm watching Prometheus now. I started it a little bit. Yeah, it's good. I like all that sci-fi stuff, and yeah, I'm like maybe 20 minutes in, 15, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm getting into it. Fassbender.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't know all the people were in there. I mean, you
Oh,
got
that cast is
yeah,
huge.
yeah. I'm like, oh, whoa, Cherry Theron and no, no, and what's the other dude? The brother? Ah, the brother in there, the
Oh,
black actor.
Idris.
Yeah, yeah,
Idris.
Idris Elba. I'm like, oh, dude, I'm in, and yeah, everybody. I knew everybody, even yeah. So yeah, I'm like 20 minutes in, so I'm gonna check it out. Obviously, if I like Raised by Wolves, I kept hearing that a lot. Oh, it's like Prometheus, or oh, this, or I'm like, okay. So yeah, yeah, I'm gonna do that next. Now I'm watching it.
Yeah.
Did you find any
But
information or no? Oh, nothing.
no, so they're keeping it under wraps. And
Yeah.
again, with the way that the pandemic is, I know right now there's a few CW shows that got
Oh.
they got shut down
Oh.
in
Oh, dang.
London because
Hmm.
just for the spread of the virus. And
Yeah.
so I think that honestly, not until next year. I think most stuff is going to be kind of postponed unless it's kind of like something that is shot on a condensed location or
Yeah.
inside that they can kind of control. But I mean, again, if this show gets some awards, which it could, it very well might. Um, it's going to catch fire. Like, I mean, it's already proven itself that it's a worthy contender of adding more stuff. And the thing about HBO Max is what they did was smart. They added, CW,
Okay.
DC comic
Yes.
stuff. Like, you got like the Snyder Cut coming out. You got
Yeah. Yeah.
like the stuff with the CW, like, was it Infinity Train? Like, a
Oh.
whole lot of different HBO Max exclusive stuff tied down to HBO Max. So, they got some good opportunity to pull, but they do need to continue this trend like they're doing because this was an amazing show. I don't think that Lovecraft is considered an HBO Max show; it's considered an HBO show.
Oh. Huh.
So they have to come up with stuff that's exclusive to HBO Max, so that people can kind of distinguish the difference in
Oh, I see.
quality. Because everybody knows what an HBO show is, but it's
Oh yeah.
different like an HBO Max show.
Yeah. 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 Oh man. Real quick. So what's the next big movie coming out? I don't know that you're looking.
So
Yeah. Well, Black Widow. No, I don't know. It could be all.
Black Widow, if I'm not mistaken, wait, didn't they? I think they might have delayed
And
that
then again. Yeah.
again.
Hmm.
I think that got delayed till next year, possibly. Wonder Woman
Oh
is
yeah. Is that gonna really
on
come
the
out?
the cuff.
Okay.
It got delayed back till December. Honestly,
Hmm.
I was thinking that No Time to Die was something I was intrigued in. That's
Oh
probably gonna get
yeah.
delayed.
Okay. The James Bond. Okay.
Dune, I'm
Oh,
very
Dune.
excited for Dune.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like
Um,
that trailer.
and then, I mean, aside from
Mm.
that, honestly,
Yeah,
everything else is coming out next year. Like,
yeah.
2021, I'm looking forward to the Batman. I'm looking forward to the
Yes,
Snyder Cut. I'm looking forward
yes,
to a whole bunch of craziness next year. But
yeah.
it's weird, though. I think that probably the next thing I'm looking forward to is going to be WandaVision on
Yeah, yes,
Disney Plus.
yeah, me too.
I think that's about the next thing that
Yeah,
I'm getting excited for.
yeah, me too. That's been on my radar. Yeah, yeah. Well, hey, it was a pleasure having you on. Thank you for coming. You know,
Yeah, dude.
I mean, man, it's cool, man. I mean, my philosophy is, don't hurt to ask. You want your dream to come true, or whatever, you gotta do it. You know? No, it's cool. No, it's cool. Thank you. I appreciate it a lot, really. I mean,
Yeah, no, it's all good, dude. Yeah, just let me know. Anytime you want to kind of cover something else, I'm here. And definitely when we have like another crazy discussion, I'll definitely let you know. I
yeah.
actually got to get on one in a second about a Lovecraft episode that just kind of came out. So
Okay,
I
yeah.
appreciate it.
I'm gonna have to, yeah. I'm gonna have to check that out too. Lovecraft. Yeah, everybody has to manage their time, and I'm trying to get into what I can, but I can't get too much. Well, you got to get things going. So you can check all that out. Is there anything else you want to plug?
Man,
real
shoot.
quick. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, definitely go and check us out on Team JVS. You can go and just type in JVS and you'll find like the little logo, JVS, Team JVS. We have a website, teamjvs.com. You can go check out that. We have a lot more written reviews that I don't even share with people there. Jesus versus Sin, you can definitely go and check that out. And then I do want to give a shout out to the Gamer 2323. He is about to hit 100K. So if any of you guys can definitely show him some love. He's got hilarious gaming content. He's crazy. But his quality of his game reviews are always very sincere and very good. So I definitely want to make sure I plug him. 3 Black Geeks, if you like geeky nerdy stuff, like if you want to see somebody cover like Power Rangers one day and then cover Akira another day and then cover Raised by Wolves, they are the ones. They have a podcast, just the number 3 Black Geeks, and you can check out their content. But yeah, that's all I got.
All right. Yeah, thanks again, and thank you guys. Please like and subscribe to all our YouTube, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Later, guys. Peace.